So that's what we're going to talk about today here on our Princess Cruise News Live with Michelle. My name is Michelle, and my daughter Emrys is being fed breakfast, and my dog just ran down the stairs. I am a travel agent and a Princess Cruises certified expert. Breakfast time. And we are doing weekly Princess Cruise news updates live. So anyway, they announced some significant changes to the pricing model, and I'm here to share those with you. So stick around to the end because I will be sharing the biggest change and my thoughts about that. So anyway, I do have some notes here to keep me on track because otherwise I ramble. And if you're not new to the channel, you already know that. Anyway, so the first thing I'm going to talk about is their new price match guarantee, best price guarantee. And so basically what Princess has done, as the dog is coughing in the background, they are now guaranteeing your price for the first 72 hours after you book. If you find a better price, they price match that. Or actually they'll do better. So what I have read is that they will actually either upgrade you in your stateroom to a better stateroom or provide onboard credit. For me personally, I tend to get the best prices anyway because, well, one, I'm a travel agent that specializes in Princess, but also just I feel like the Princess website itself tends to be the best place to get the best deals, and that's, as a Princess travel agent, that's who I'm booking through, or as a travel agent that specializes in Princess, that's what I'm booking through. But it's nice that Princess has added that just in case there are some deals floating around. Or for instance, you book a cruise with Princess even, and then the price drops, you do have that 72 hours to rebook at the better price. The second thing that they announced, which actually I'm loving, is lower prices for third and fourth guests. Hello, Ruth. Yay, I'm glad you're here. Ruth is like the best, always a huge support. Anyway, hi Ruth. Princess has announced that they are, I'm feeding Emrys right now, announced that they are lower prices for third and fourth guests. So me and my daughter usually cruise with my brother. So for us, having a cheaper price for the third guest is great. I'm not sure how that's going to work out right now or not, but anything is cheaper is better for us and for everyone. We tend to book interiors, so the price difference probably won't be that different, but we do appreciate having cheaper prices. I'm not sure if Princess is trying to get more families, like it is like not really a family cruise line, but they have said in the press release that I read that it is a little bit more better for families now with some cheaper prices, but we never found that the prices for the third person were anything outrageous, and now having a cheaper price is even better. The other thing I want to talk about is their new, I can't remember how it was phrased, but basically new system where you can lock in a price for something without committing to an itinerary or specific dates. Not quite sure how that's going to work. I'm not sure if it's going to be like a future cruise deposit. Like when I was on my Alaska cruise, we put down future cruise deposits for only $100 Canadian. And now when we want to book our next cruises, our deposits are already covered. So I'm not sure if it's like something like that where you put down a deposit on an unknown thing, or like the average price for this cruise is such and such. They have not released details on that, so who knows what that's going to look like, but I'm excited to see what that looks like, especially as someone that likes to book far in advance. I might not always know what itinerary I want, or like my current day job is teaching my school schedule. I don't know what my calendar will look like for say spring break every year. So being able to maybe somewhat commit to an itinerary or commit to something without knowing exact dates, I think is a great option, with having that flexibility. I'm curious if it's going to be like you pay this price and then it's a little bit more, but you have the flexibility to change it, or what exactly they're going to do. Emrys, can you just please drink your juice? There you go. Thank you. So yeah, I don't know what that looks like at this point in time. Once I do, I will get that news out to you guys, but I'm excited to have that as an option, especially with the last piece of news. So this is the biggest piece of news with this update, and the one that I want to talk about the most, so that's why I've left it for last, and that is that there are no more early or late booking deals. So it used to be that cruise lines, like if you waited to the last minute, you might be able to get a deal. It never worked out for us. Then Alaska was somewhat a good deal in terms of getting that a little bit last minute, but cruise lines used to do it that the last minute deals allowed them to fill the staterooms that weren't booked. So it's like, okay, we're about to sail in 3 weeks. We still have 5 balcony staterooms not filled. Let's drop the price or upgrade people from interiors to balconies and then drop the price of interiors to get those rooms filled. Right now, though, cruise lines are not having issues filling their cruises. Majority of cruises are selling out. Both our cruises this summer were sold out. The Royal Caribbean one we did, you could tell it was a sold out cruise. It was very busy. Our Crown Princess Alaska cruise, though, Princess cruise ships are smaller and did not feel crowded at all. But anyway, apparently it was sold out. I was told it was sold out. So cruise lines just aren't having that issue anymore. So Princess has decided that they are no longer doing last minute deals. Not quite sure why they're doing that, but that's what they've decided to do. So instead what they're saying is we are giving you bigger discounts for early bookings. And this is what I recommend this is what I do, and this is what I recommend to my clients. Book as early as possible. Cruise lines, they're very busy right now, and they release usually about 2 years in advance. So right now you can book up until, I want to say November 2025 with Princess. There are different cruises available, maybe even further than that, but for what I'm looking for, my December cruises for 2025 won't come out until about March, April is when I'm looking to be able to book my Christmas 2025 cruise. But you want to be able to book as soon as possible because that's when you get the best deals anyway. And now if Princess is saying we are actually going to give you better deals for booking sooner, that's amazing because that's what I do and that's why I recommend it. That is also why I put down future cruise deposits for our upcoming cruises for Christmas 2025 and summer 2026. Those cruises have not even been announced yet. But on our Alaska cruise, I put down 2 different deposits for me and my daughter. And so when the time comes, we paid the $100 deposit, that's it. We can just book right away without worrying about paying another deposit. So we have a year from the time of putting down that deposit. So we have a year from August to use the deposit, but there's no restrictions on when that cruise needs to be by. So we put those deposits down in August because I knew that in April, May-ish, both of those cruises would be, the Christmas 2025 and the summer 2026 cruises would be released, and therefore we can book right away. To give an example of why it's so important to book early, because things sell out right now, especially at busy times of year, which is when I usually cruise. Unfortunately, are you gonna drink more? That's when things sell out the most. So for instance, both cruises that we have booked for Christmas 2024 and summer 2025 are currently sold out for interiors that allow 3 people. You want to come here? Hold on a second. I'm sorry for the people watching this after the fact, but this is when I have time to do a live. You want to come say hi? Here's your reward for waiting for a second. Oh, you need a new bum. So anyway, so both the cruises that we have for Christmas 2024 and summer 2025 are sold out for interior cabins that allow 3 people. And so if we didn't book right away, we would be out of luck now. And most people don't realize that. Like I've seen in the travel agent group for my travel agency, people trying to book Christmas cruises for this year. I'm like, ooh, those have been sold out all long ago. Even when I was booking mine in October, November of 2022 for 2023, and we couldn't get a cabin for 3 people then. So families trying to book cabins for people when they have more than just 2 people need to book like minimum a year in advance. If you're lucky, you maybe could get something a little bit later, but it's challenging. Book your cruises early. Anyway, both are sold out for interior cabins for 3 people. So that's our Christmas cruise going to the Eastern Western Caribbean, and then our 21 Day Mediterranean one in July of 2025. Also sold out for 3 people. And the prices are insanely high now. So for instance, our Christmas cruise for 2024, thanks Ruth. Yeah, it's crazy busy, but I'm loving her. Mwah. Yeah, mwah. Mwah. This girl was meant for travel too, so I can't wait for longer cruises with her. Anyway, yeah, you love cruising. You love princess cruises. She was a princess cruise diva. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna do a princess versus royal. Hello, Bryony. I'm glad you made it. Say hi. Say hi to all my aunties. Hi to all my aunties. Anyway, so our Christmas 2024 cruise, we booked it at $1,400 Canadian per person, 1,400 per person Canadian, which was significantly cheaper than the like $1,500 per person. Or I guess that's not that much, but that's 2 weeks cruising. I've been planning on messaging you. I know I've been saying to Bryony, I've been like, I need to message Bryony, and then I keep forgetting. Anyway, our Christmas cruise this year was $1,500 per person for 1 week. Our Princess cruise for Christmas 2024 was $1,400 per person for 2 weeks. So less than half the price for that cruise. If you were to book it today, which you can't now if you have 3 or 4 people in your cabin, but for 2 people, you're looking at $3,000 Canadian per person now at Princess Standard, which for most people, Princess Plus is the best value. We don't drink alcohol. We don't drink anything other than water usually. So we don't do the Princess Plus. For my clients, though, I highly recommend it just because it is such a great value. For our Mediterranean, which is a 21-day Mediterranean, in July of 2025, we booked it for $2,800 per person for 21 days. 21 days, just over $100 per day for that 21-day cruise, going to like an insane amount, like 15 different ports. And anyway, it's such an amazing cruise. Now, if you wanted to book that exact same cruise, you're looking at $4,700, $4,700. That's almost $2,000 per person more. And we booked that one, I want to say in May, and we're in October, end of October now. So it's crazy how different prices can go. And so now Princess is now saying that they are going to, they're going to be giving deeper discounts. Deeper discounts. They are going to be encouraging people to book even earlier. Like I said, I'm planning on booking my next ones. Can't go over the prices of many cruises. Yeah, some cruises are really expensive, but booking early, like seriously, that is the difference for a lot of stuff. And for me, it's about the value. Like I can't really use Alaska as an example because that was a Princess travel agent cruise for me. But Alaska, normally you can get really good deals for like 500 Canadian per person for 7 days. On average, more like 700, but Alaska's a really cheap cruise. Princess, I find, is the best value. We have compared a ton of cruises, and they just have the best prices, which is why I'm like going all in with Princess now, because they just give us the best value. But cruising in general, like you think of an all-inclusive even, the prices aren't always super great, and you're stuck to that one location. I'm getting off on a tangent and left Princess news. Please don't bite me. And for us, it's about having staff that like somewhat understands the accessibility needs of my daughter, somewhat understands dietary restrictions, whereas sometimes all-inclusives, depending on language barriers, are not that great, but we get to go. Do you want to go play? Whoop. Having medical services on board is super important to us. Anyway, if we drank anything other than water, like even if we were to drink like mocktails and stuff like that, I would be doing the Princess Plus on all the cruises. I'm going to do a video on the Plus and Premier, but basically the Princess Plus includes all beverages up to $15, and that includes bottled water, and then it includes internet. It includes your crew appreciation, which is your gratuities, I believe it's two premium desserts a day, which those desserts are crazy, and just shipping for your medallion, which Canadians can now get. It's $15 US to ship, which is kind of a nightmare for cruises when you've already ordered your medallion, but anyway, we figured that one out. And then what else does Plus include? Now it also includes the Ocean Now delivery, which is your food delivery, which we used a lot. Our cruise, we were lucky we didn't have to pay for it. It was right before they introduced the pricing for that, but yeah, like we will be paying that $15 next cruise, because having a child that wants to eat when she wants to eat and not necessarily wanting to go to the buffet because we're enjoying whatever music we're having and whatnot. Yeah, anyway. Now I'm rambling. Yeah. But anyway, biggest differences is the price matching, best price guarantee, the lower prices for third and fourth guests, the mystery future booking of a cruise, locking in something but hasn't been announced, and the early booking discounts with the no last minute. What has been your favorite cruise so far? The Alaska. So we've done a bunch to the Caribbean, just like me, my brother, me, my friend, and then we did Bahamas, and then we did Alaska, and Alaska by far. I think it's a combination of Princess. I thought Royal would be the cruise line for us because they have like the baby pools and they have the vegan menu, which woohoo Princess for announcing their vegan menu. They had I thought they just would be more family friendly for her, and it turned out that it was just overstimulating for all of us. So we do have 4 Royal cruises that we are going on coming up this year. We have our Christmas one, we have our spring break one, and we have 2 in the summer, including the 13-day Norway. We will happily enjoy our Royal cruises, and not saying that we will never book another Royal cruise again, but we're probably not booking with Royal anytime in the future, mostly because they're getting a little too much, a little too overwhelming in terms of their ships. Our Norway one is much more like a princess style ship, a smaller ship, more classic, and so that will help us out a lot, I think, with the overstimulation. But Princess was just so much more laid back. There were kids on board. It wasn't that there wasn't other kids, and that's what made it better. It just was not so busy, not so, I don't know how to put it, flashy. The shows, oh my goodness, Princess shows are amazing. They were so good. Entertainment in general was fantastic. The crew was phenomenal. We have always had a great crew on our Princess cruises. Not that Royal, they don't care. It's just because there's so many more people, it's just a lot harder. So anyway, the Princess Alaska, oh, everyone should go to Alaska. We're trying to find a slot to go back to Alaska, but we're quite busy with our cruises at this point in time. But I'm working on some stuff. That will hopefully allow us some more freedom to cruise when we want to cruise. But anyway, yeah. For those that are watching this after, if you made it this far, thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to join us for the weekly lives every week. Thank you to my loyal friends and Marissa's aunties for joining us in this. I want to do a group cruise at some point. I'm going to figure out a way that we can do a group cruise because I think that would be a blast. We're also working on some merch. I have merch coming. I'll put in the community tab some polls for people to vote on in terms of what to do with that. And yeah, so anyway, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you guys at another time. Are you going to actually drink? You're going to show them how well you're drinking? Look, oh, maybe. No, you're just going to play with it. Can you see yourself in the camera? Is that what you're doing? Yeah? You're so silly. Yes, I will send you a message, Bridie, where we'll chat. Anyway, thank you so much, guys. And when I figure out how to end this, we will end this. I don't know. I haven't done a live in so long. Oh, maybe this button. Oh, there we go. Are you sure you want to stop streaming? Bye. Oh, thanks, Sarah. Glad it was informative. Oh, I need to hit the button. There we go. Are we ended? Did we end?